Hello there everyone, and welcome back for another mod review. And today I have a very nice mod pack to review for you guys. Today we'll be taking a look at Stevie's 137 piece mega mod pack. Now guys, this file is huge. It's full of tons of vehicles and pieces of equipment, and it being from Stevie, it is all error free. The file size is 2.19 gigabytes, and it's going to take you about an hour and 45 minutes to download this, guys. This is a direct download from it's kind of a Google Drive site, same idea. And yes, you will have to unzip that first zip file when you're done, because there's going to be a bunch of zip files inside. So do you need a 137 piece mod pack? Probably not. But what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you guys through this, and you and I can pick and choose what mods we'd like to keep out of this pack and possibly delete the rest. So there is an option. Now what Stevie does with these mods, guys, he usually takes the ones that are already in the vanilla version and he soups them up a bit. Usually he'll make them more powerful, a little bit more cheaper in the shop. Sometimes he'll add little things like extra beacons and stuff. And these are almost all multicolor, guys. There's the big selling point there. You can buy a New Holland T9 in pink if you wanted to. So don't go by the colors of the vehicles you're seeing in front of you right now, because they can all be changed. I just pretty much took it as is. So what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to discuss a few things regarding these mods. We'll go over the shop and check out all of the different pieces of equipment and the different pieces of machinery. So I hope you could stick around, and let's get started. Okay guys, here we are over on the website. Now this is going to be more for the people that are not too familiar with downloading from Google Drive and stuff. I don't think it's Google Drive, but it's the same type of idea. But when you follow the link I provide for you down below, it's going to bring you over here. Everything's listed right here, guys. I'm also going to add this down in the description. 137 pieces in total, tons of equipment and vehicles to choose from. There is your download file right there. Just go ahead and click on that. Now this is a different type setup. I downloaded it without any problem. So what you're going to want to click on, guys, is right here, this download bar right here. And then you'll get download now, 2.19 gigabytes. Now guys, it's going to say it's going to take about 2 hours. Honestly, it took me about an hour and 45 minutes. A little bit shorter, but please be patient because the file is huge and it's going to take a little while. So yeah, once the file folder opens, you make sure it's the proper file folder that you're putting it into, and don't forget to unzip this once you downloaded it. Okay guys, let's dive into this monster pack. Now why did I set this all up? I do not know. I spent more time on this than I care to admit. This took quite a while. I wanted to just give you guys a visual of what was in this pack. There's over 120 pieces here. It took me hours to set this up, but it'll make for a cool thumbnail, and it'll give you guys a little handle on what to expect. So let's get started on this mega pack. Now obviously I'm not going to be reviewing all these pieces. What I'm going to do is go over to the shop and we're going to go through everything together. So let's start on up here with the tractors, and we'll just slowly work our way across. Now I have nothing added to this except for the money cheat and the speed mod. So everything else is Stevie's if it says mod under it. So you'll notice some of the tractors especially, they're like doubled and tripled. He has different packs of the same, but they probably vary in horsepower, and it might be a newer version of it, right? So there is a Magnum 380 CVX. Like I said, sometimes he pumps these right up too, so engine type, you can take that up to 435. I'm not going to be going through all of them, but we have a Challenger here, 700 and an 800 and a 900. We have a couple of Dutes Fur, the smallest one there, the AgcoWeights, the Series 7, Series 9. We have a Fendt Vario 300, 700, and 900. See, they repeat again. So I wonder what the difference is. 140,000, 165 horsepower. 140,000. 240. See what I mean? Like, you got to look at them really and just pick and choose which ones you want to keep, because you know, they might be doubled and tripled up, but some of them are more powerful, less expensive, stuff like that. There's the 900 again. Quad Track 620 looks pretty crazy with the round wheels on it. We have a Case 1455 XL, Magnum CVX, an Optum, and a Puma, a Quad Track. Another Challenger MT700E Field Viper. We have a Dutes Fur, TTV, a Valtra T-Series. We have a Homer that attaches, you know, they attach those little parts on the back like the augers and stuff. Have a couple of JCB fast tracks here, 3000 and an 8000. We have a couple of Lamborghinis as well. There's one in green. That's pretty cool. The Nitro 1000 and the Mach VRT. We have a Massey Ferguson 5600, 7700, and a 7700 TR. Now you'll notice some of these will repeat after the 87. There's a 56 again. Another 7700 and an 8700. We're getting into the New Holland stuff here. Don't forget, guys, these are all multicolor as well, so that's a great selling point. I mean, you could take a New Holland here in white if you want it with orange rims. I love that. Okay, we got the 93 or the 8340, the T5, T6, T7, T8, T9, the T7 heavy duty. Then we're going to repeat these again. Then we're getting into the Valtra stuff here, the NS and T series. Then we're going to repeat those again and again. So that is it for the tractors, and there is a whole bunch of them there. Don't forget these are all multicolor too, as well as even these JCB are multicolor. So next category, please. Okay, I don't believe there's any front loading attachments, so we can move on to the next. Let's keep going over this way. We'll go to the trucks next. Okay, there's not a whole lot of semis here. We have a couple of lizards. 535, 535. Little difference in the price for sure. We have a Man Field Master here and a barrel core. Another barrel core down here for 125. So that is it for the semis. Next up, harvesters. We have a few of them to choose from as well. Okay, we have two of the small 1660 axle flows. Then we're going to step it up to the 1730s, two of those. Then the 930, two of those. Then we have a couple more New Hollands here. This is actually done up in the Lexion cat skin, orange. But you, like I said, you can take whatever color you want. A couple of variations there. We have a few different Fendt harvesters as well. 6275, 9490, and a 6275. 9490, same as that one. Little difference in the price, probably the horsepower too. Massey Ferguson coming up here. We got the 7347 once again, and we got the Delta STD cap. Coming into the New Hollands again, we got the two versions of the CR 1090. We have the TC 590, another one. Okay, we're getting into the Ross Message. How do you say that again? Rust Mill Mash. Anyway, there's two different versions of that. Two versions of the 760 here, and two of the small combines there as well. So that is it for combines. Let's move on to the headers. All kinds of headers, guys. I didn't even show you all the headers because I just took basically one for each one, but you can tell these are doubled or tripled up. You got three of those, 9 meters and 6 meters. It's probably another 6 meter, yes. The Capello headers, more for the Massey Fergusons. A couple of different sizes there. There's 4 of them. 2 more small Capello corn headers, 2 more big ones. 2 small headers for the case, 14 feet. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 different headers for the case. Different sizes, different prices. A couple of corn headers there. There is the headers for that orange harvester, but you can change the color of that. There's all 4 different headers for your Fendt harvester. There's some Massey Ferguson headers there as well. So some of these are doubled and tripled up. So just, you know, go through them and see what you like. What's your best bang for your buck. Some of these may have different work speeds on them as well. So that is all the headers, all kinds of headers here, guys, to choose from. So let's move on to the next one, and we're into our forage harvesters here. I do believe there's at least, yeah, there's 3 of them here. 2 different variations of the Big X 580 and the Big X 1100 here stands alone, but there's 3 different harvesters there. I'd imagine there's a few headers to go along with this. Yes, sir. There's one for grass, regular fruit, corn, and then you got this guy down here that turns that into chaff. Poplar, is it? Yeah. Okay, next we are going to get into the potato harvesting. We have one potato harvester here and a header, the Homer. Now we're getting into the beet harvesting. There's a few to choose from here. There's two different headers here for sugar beets. We have two different ones here for sugar beets here, harvesters. We have the ones that pick the fruit up from the ground. This one just does sugar beets. This one does all that. So stuff like that you may want to take into consideration. Now this is the sugar cane. There's nothing in there. Tippers, he has a few here to choose from. We have the Joskin, a couple of different Joskins here, different sizes, different colors. These are all multicolor as well. You can take whatever color you want. And we got a couple of banded big tippers here. Now this one holds 60,000, but this one holds double that at 120,000. So that's a lot more than the vanilla version. Then we got this guy over here. Okay, next up, we'll go on to the auger wagons. Now some of these are regular auger wagons. There's two of the same. Not sure what the difference is there. Oh, it holds different fruit types. And these are the ones that go back on the back of the Homer tractor here. These are the augers I was telling you about. Regular fruit and like sugar beets and potatoes and stuff. So next up, we'll take a look at the plows. There's quite a few of these as well. We have a Culti plow here, 10.2 meters, not bad. Another 10.2. Have an Amazon here. There's a nice horse one at 10.2 meters. And a Kuhn Culti plow here. So next up. Okay, Cultivators it is. Let's go right on over here. We have an Amazon cultivator here. The Catros 60022. The horse cultivator. All-rounder. All-rounder. Well, that's cool. Pretty big too at 14.5. Couple of smaller cultivators here. A couple of doubles here of a cultivator. Let's move on to the seeders. There's a few of these here. We have a modded Amazon seeder here. You can tell it's much cheaper than that one, and it probably does, well, it's pretty much the same. This one holds more too, 21,000 as opposed to 8,000, so that's, you know, almost triple the amount of seed it can hold. We have a couple of potato harvesters here, or potato planters I should say. A couple of the horse Pronto 9s, and then we got the Lemkin down here at 12 meters. That's 9 meters. So there's some seeders to choose from. Next up, sprayers. I do believe we have one or two of these. Yes, we have two different variations of spreader or sprayer. 137,000 for that one. Seems to be the same horsepower and work width and stuff, but the price is different. And it's probably multicolor as well. We'll take a look at the fertilizer spreaders here. We have a few different ones to choose from. Got the Amazon hooks onto the back of the tractor directly to it. This one you kind of tow behind. There's a few different variations of the Bridal. And that's it for that one. Next up, we're going to look at some manure spreaders here. We do have one that hooks onto the Homer as well. Okay, slurry tanks. Every category probably pretty much has Stevie mods in it. There is a slurry tank there that goes on the back of your Homer tractor as well as an applicator. We're over in the weeders now. It even has some of these. I never use these, but there is two different variations of the same one. Not sure what the difference here is. Moving on to the mowers. Now there is a few different ones to choose from here. He has duplicates of the Lely. Starting here, he actually has, there's 3 different front attachments for the Lely. There's 2 in the back. Then we got the Pottinger down here. We have 2 for the front, 2 for the back. So definitely a couple of things to choose from there. Moving on to the tethers. We have 2 small tethers back here to choose from. Don't take the work with 12.5 meters. That's not half bad. And this one is the same, it looks like. Okay, we're into the windrowers now. There is a few of these as well. Looks like we got 4 variations of the same one. So what the difference is I'm not sure. 14.8 meters, that's the same. They pretty much all look identical to me, but there could be little differences in them. Okay, on to the loading wagons. We got two of the massive loading wagons here ready to go. 50,000 and 90,000, so it's almost double the capacity, this one here. Moving on to the baling technology, we got a couple of balers here, just remakes of the New Holland, of course. They could, you see, they work with a few extra things here. We also have a bale trailer here as well. Now, some things he makes so it holds more, like the tree planter. Like, you can buy pallets of saplings. Stevie has a mod for that that holds like 120 instead of your basic 20. So stuff like that will really help out. And imagine these balers are probably a little bit more powerful. And they're multicolor too, so that is awesome. Whole palette of colors to choose from there, guys. Moving on. Chainsaws, there's nothing. There's the cedar I was just talking about. Or the planter for the trees right there. Have a couple of timber runners here. We have a couple of Scorpion Kings as well, multicolor, probably more powerful as well. We're getting into the wheel loaders now, guys. We have a there's a different looking New Holland. Doesn't look like you get this one in the game, so here is a New Holland one, totally different. 165,000, almost 200 horsepower. On to the telehandlers now. We have a couple of different shovels there. I don't know if the capacity 4,500 and 6,000. That's good. Then we get a couple of different attachments for your telehandler here as well. You got them all modded up, as they probably handle more than just what they say. And we have the telehandler there itself all modded up. Okay, next up, going to some skidsters here. Nothing under there. Over to the animal section, there's a few different things here. There is a slurry tank. No, it's a water tank, I do believe. Yeah, it kind of looks like a slurry tank. There is a water tank there also, Joskin one. And there is an animal transport that probably holds more animals than the one in the vanilla version. So, and that's also multicolor. All of them are multicolor, I'm pretty sure. A couple of different silage shields here, guys. I don't really use them, but there's a couple there to choose from. We have a silage roller here as well. A chaff crusher. No extra dollies. No low loaders. A couple of header trailers here. Got one for the Homer and one Crone one here as well. He even has a pickup truck here that's all done up. Lots of different variations there to choose from. We're almost done here, guys. He even has a few little weight pack here. I have two of these hooked to the tractors. I didn't bring them all out, but there's 4 different agcoWeights there. We're just about done here. There is your modded pallet. That one only has 80. I know he has another one that holds 120, but that's even still better than look 20. That's 4 times as much, so there's a good mod. Okay, onto the belt systems. We have a modded one right here. Works with all them fruit types. And this, look how this one's 5 kilometers an hour. This one's 20, so big difference there. You can get that around the map. He also has a couple of placeables stuck in here. He has all his greenhouses. Then we got some a hayloft here that can also store that. I think yeah, look at that, 800,000 liter capacity. That's pretty good. So I do believe there's 2 of these in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, or 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 melons. 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 of them. And like I said, there's 2 of these. Then we have a heating plant here as well to put down. So that is cool. That is nothing. And we're back to the tractors. So there you have it, guys. I didn't want to go through each piece individually because this would be hours and hours and hours long. But yeah, it was really nice of Stevie to put this pack out. I do know that it was him to put it out because I seen his Patreon, not his Patreon, his PayPal over there. So just to let you guys know, when I leave the link down below, his PayPal is there if you'd like to contribute a few dollars to his channel. I'm sure he'd appreciate it, or to him I should say. And you know, show him that we're grateful for all his work. So guys, I'm going to leave it right there. That was Stevie's 137 piece mega mod pack. Like I said, the file size is 2.19 gigabytes. You will have to wait about an hour and 45 minutes for that to download, and you will have to unzip the first zip file to get all those zip files from within. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's review. If you did, maybe you can leave a like down below on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, guys, why don't you go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus my Patreon link is just below that. If you'd like to help and contribute to a smaller channel, it really helps out. So until next time, take care, and we'll see you all in the next one.